All right. So we are live yet again, 1 year, 2 months down, and I'm going to show you how our account is doing. So check this out. And I apologize for all you who sticked around last time. The quality was just horrible, so I had to reshoot it. But what that says is 102,000. $432.27. The total ordered items was 1,288, and we had right around 280 items returned. So, with that being said, we've sold on average $79.53 worth per product order. So, each time someone comes and buys, they spend right around $80. So it's been another crazy week. And so the reason why it has been is literally due to the fact that we had not planned, I guess, accordingly to go over to this new team, have them just scale up super quick. And so with the transition from active duty military income life into being a full-time entrepreneur slash self-employed slash a person that is just trying to, make ends meet, still pay for the house in Florida, still do all this stuff. And it's been rough times, as I'm sure for a lot of you guys, with everything being shut down, with not being able to do certain things. It's a lot more challenging. And so we were hit with that as well. And we've been waiting on some money that should have been in here like 5 days ago. But we've been, just waiting for the money to come in, And when it does come in, we're going to be able to pay off a lot of the ordered items that are there. So real quick, just bear with me. Here's the amount that we've done for July so far. All right. And what it says is $11,610 in sales so far. And also what you see there is 105 items have been ordered. And that's not good. Okay. That's a very, very bad thing for us, because if you don't purchase them fast enough and send them out, it can hit your account health in Amazon. And so, our team took over. They've been doing an excellent job. And we've been horrible, because I'm like, I'm waiting for these funds to come in, and then I'll pay down my card, and then you can use that card over and over and over again, because, that's okay with us. Like, we will just use that one card and scale it up to the moon, whatever, but I can't do anything if I don't have the funds. And so that's been the challenge that we've been overcoming. And a lot of traditional businesses, you will have challenges that you have to overcome daily. And with Amazon, like, usually it's very, very simple if you have an automated store. Now, for us, we've transitioned from one service provider to another service provider. That service provider was doing excellent. They said, we can't service your store anymore because our vision is to go this way. And so they pivoted. And so I had to pivot. And we moved to another service provider. And they're amazing. But I feel horrible because I'm literally just keeping them right there, waiting until I give them the okay to start purchasing items again. So that is one thing you guys have to consider when you do get into Amazon, is to have a game plan mapped out, which if I could have gone back in time, I would have mapped it out a lot better. And I would have been like, okay, within the first 3 months, I'm going to do this. The next 3 months, I'm going to make sure my credit's really high. And then I'm going to get business credit cards. And then we're going to scale this store to the moon. That hasn't happened. But the team that we're with now, once we pay off all the cards, we will scale up a lot. They want to take any store owner up to 100,000 per month. That's literally their goal, with getting anywhere from 15 to 25% profit margins, or higher, which they've gotten for a lot of their clients. Now, this brings down to the place where, how much do I actually keep? So if you go into this and you don't pay anything, you will keep 30% profit margins, which you're like, yeah, that's super low, Tobias, and they will keep 70%. It is low, but if you're getting 15% profit margins and you pay zero out of pocket, which I had to come up with 20,000, and the last service provider I was with, they were charging 30,000 for their whole service. So like in retrospect, 70-30, yeah, that's good if you pay $20,000. But I'm gonna do the math for you. 100,000, you're gonna times that by let's say 1.5 for 15%. That's how much profit. Sorry, someone's trying to message me, but that's how much profits you are going to get, $15,000. Now, after the 30%, right, what you will actually keep is this much. $4,500, okay? Now, 15%, they're doing everything, or 15% profit margins, they're doing everything. You keep 30% and you don't have to pay nothing. Right? That's if they take over your store and, they scale it up to 100,000 and you make 15%, bare minimum. Now, if you pay $10,000, which they do offer, you can upgrade to that at any point, then it's a 50-50 split. On 25%, that's pretty much how much I would make if I made 15% profit margins with my store initially, because we were keeping 70%. Okay. So 25%, let's say they get you to 25% profit margins. You times that by 0.5 or 50%, right? You will make $12,500 per month on a recurring basis. Now, a lot of these, the clients that go with this service provider, they will make anywhere from 15 to 25% profit margins, but they will scale their store up from 100,000 all the way up to, like, one client's doing 800,000 per month in sales, which is absolutely insane. Of course, depending on the amount of time that you're with this service provider, it will vary on how much you're making, but just think about that. At 800,000 per month, you have the potential of making bare minimum, I'm just going to do the math, 15%. That's $120,000 in profit if this ever focuses. All right, $120,000 in profit. Now, of course, you're only making 50%, but $60,000 more dollars is what you just made for that month in profit. So I know you can't see it, but 120,000 divided by 2 is $60,000. Okay. So even at bare minimum, you're making $4,500. That could replace a full-time income for most people. So now you don't have to start up a whole bunch of money to get started. Or if you have a service provider that's not doing the best that you think they could, then you could transition over to this team and they will literally take your store from wherever it's at now. Of course, you have to have good health, account health before they can do that. But they will scale it up to 100,000. If you're over 3 months time in your Amazon store, they will literally scale it up to $100,000 in sales for you. Of course, pending if you can, fund that or not. So I'm going from 50,000 the first month, and then we're going to try to go up to 100,000 or 200,000 the next month. So with all that being said, yes, it's a lot lower profit margins, but it almost equates to the same thing, or if not more money that I would make if I made $100,000 in sales, because I only made 70% profits, right? We only made 10% profit margins, and I took 7%, percent of that home because my team made 3,000 of it. So I would have made $7,000 off of 100,000 in sales. Now I have the potential to make anywhere from 4,500 all the way up to 7,500 with a 15% profit margin. Usually they do right around 20 to 25%. So I could guesstimate that I will make anywhere from 7,500 all the way up to 12,500 per month in profits just from that one store selling 100,000. So it shows you how lucrative it is to be able to be with a store or a service provider that is literally going to give you higher profit margins rather than lower ones like I was doing before. So I'm super pumped about it. I'm still with the other service provider. They have a fulfillment by merchant store. So you're like in a pool and there's like 5 other store owners. They're selling their specific items. Once the money comes in, the profits come in, they literally just send out the paycheck to you. And it's split however many ways. So that's pretty cool. And you don't have to do anything for that. So it's awesome to have multiple different stores on Amazon selling and have the ability to create more wealth from it that is completely hands-free. So with that being said, guys, I don't know if I showed you already, but this is what we've done for the month. I'll show you that real quick. $11,610. And then the amount of items we have in our store is 745 items, which is still pretty high, right? We had 1,000 before, but like 300 of them were inactive. They weren't even selling, like they were out of stock. But right now we have 745 items active, total, and we have 690 items that are active. So that's like 60 items that are inactive, which is an excellent job because they just took over my store and they've done. For this past week, I will show you the amount. The past 7 days, they've done $4,199 in sales, which is, crazy. You times that by 4 weeks, you're making $28,000 in sales. That's if you just maintain that. But they've been doing an excellent job. I've been doing a horrible job because I haven't been providing the funding fast enough for them to, scale us to the moon. But that's one thing you have to consider. You need a game plan when you get into the automated Amazon space because you are literally not doing much besides being the investor. And if you don't have the money or the funds to allow your store to grow, then you're ultimately hurting yourself and hurting your team because they're not able to do anything. And it's going to hurt your account health and, could put you in bad or worse off situations than you're currently in. So with that, guys, I really do hope you took something away from this. I really do hope this helps someone out that's trying to get started or someone who is literally there and they're exhausted with their service provider and they want to transition over to a place that is going to scale them up faster, that's going to give them higher profit margins, and that's ultimately going to be a completely hands-free service for them. So with all that being said, guys, if you want more information and you want to know who I'm currently with or how I got started for $0 down with my Amazon automated store, drop down below, show me in the comment section. I will reach out to you and we can communicate and see how you can start a store. With the service provider I'm with now, they have multiple different stores. They have fulfillment by Amazon stores that you can get, wholesale stores. You can do drop shipping through them. If you already have a drop shipping store, they will take over your store and manage it to perfection. They have Shopify drop shipping stores. They have drop shipping services that you can sell to Walmart and and literally have even higher profit margins. So with all that being said, I really do hope you took something away from it. If you did, drop a like down below. If you think someone else will find value from it, share it because it always makes me smile like I am right now. Let's go out there. Let's revive our lives.